Hello everyone, welcome back to your GRE preparation with Infinity Education. Today in our 36th class, we will learn about the number theory. Now let's see what number theory is. If we consider two numbers A and B, if A is completely divisible by B, A is called multiple of B and B is called a factor of A. So just to give you an example, 4 is completely divisible by 2. So 4 is called a multiple of 2, and as 4 is completely divisible by 2, so 2 is the factor of 4. Now let's do some of the question. This year at the Vidyasagar Academy, the boys are all 2, 3, 5 or 7 years of age. If the product of the ages of all the boys in the given class is 10,500, then how many 5 years old are there in the class? So there are too many information that the boys are all either 2, 3, 5 or 7 years of age, and product of all the ages is given as 10,500. So to have the number of students of each ages, I have to find the prime factorization. So 10,500, it is divisible by 2. So 10,500 divisible by 2, it is 5,250. So again 5,250 is divisible by 2. So the quotient is 2,625. So 2,625, it is divisible by 5. So it is 525. Again it is divisible by 5. 105. Again divisible by 5. 21. Now it is divisible by 3. So the leftover is 7. So I can say 10,500 equals to 2 square into 3 to the power 1 into 5 cube into 7 to the power 1. Now the question is why 2 square? Because 2 is coming twice. We can see 3 is coming only once, 7 is coming only once, but 5 is coming thrice. That's why the power of 5 is 3. So now the question is asking how many 5 years old are there in the class. So we can see there are 3 5s are available in 10,500. So B is the answer to the question. I hope the question is clear to you. Now let's see with one more example. If A is a prime factor of 210 between 2 and 20 and B is a prime factor of 306 less than 19, which of the following is a possible value of A square plus B square? Okay. So they are saying A is a prime factor of 210 between 2 and 20. So first I have to see what are the prime factor of 210 are available. So again I will do like the previous one. So 210 divisible by 2, 105, again divisible by 5. So 21, again divisible by 3, and it is 7. So I can write 210 equals to 2 into 3 into 5 into 7. But I can consider only 3, 5 and 7 because they have said A is a prime factor of 210 between 2 and 20. So in between 2 and 20, so I cannot consider 2. So I can only consider the value for A as 3, 5 and 7. Now let's see for B. B is a prime factor of 306 less than 19. So same, I have to find out the prime factors for 306. So divisible by 2, 153. Then it is divisible by 3, 51. Again divisible by 3, 17. So 306 can be written as 2 into 3 into 3 into 17. Now B is a prime factor less than 19. So I can consider all of them, and 3 is coming twice. So I will consider 3 as only once. Now the question is asking which of the following is a possible value for A square plus B square. So A square can be 9, 25 or 49. Why? When I'm considering A as 3, so A square is 9. When I'm considering A as 5, A square is 25. And when I'm considering A as 7, A square is 49. Same, when I'm considering B as 2, B square as 4. When I'm considering B as 3, B square is 9. And when I'm considering B as 17, B square is 289. Now, if I'm having the value for A square plus B square, like this set of data, so I have to check which of the following can be possible, because this is all indicate all such value, right? So I can eliminate option A because it is giving 8, and I can see the minimum value for A square and B square is 9 and 4. So sum of the minimum value for A square plus B square should be 13. So I can eliminate. I can eliminate option B, that is 16 as well, because with this set of value for A square and B square, not a single set is giving me A square plus B square as 16. I can eliminate C, that is 24 as well. I can mark 34 as the right answer, because if I consider A square as 25 and B square as 9, so 25 plus 9 we are getting as 34. So this is one of the answer. Same, 49 I cannot get it, because A square I can have 49, so B square 0 not possible. And the last one, 53, again possible, because if I consider A square as 49 and B square as 4, so 49 plus 4 we are getting as 53. So we are getting option E also as the answer. So this is a indicate all that question, or more than one answer is possible. So we have to check for all the options. So I hope after doing this question, it is much more clear to you. Now let's do one more question. M is a product of the positive integer 1 to 8 inclusive, and if W, X, Y and Z are positive integers such that M equals to 2 to the power W into 3 to the power X into 5 to the power Y into 7 to the power Z, then what is the value for W, X, Y, Z? Okay. So they are saying M is the product of the positive integer 1 to 8. Okay, let me sort it out. So M equals to 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 into 7 into 8. Okay. Now we are having M equals to 2 to the power W into 3 to the power X into 5 to the power Y into 7 to the power Z. So I have to convert them in this form, then only we can compare. So if I consider the first one, that is 1 into 2 into 3 into, so I can rewrite this as 1 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 2. Why? Because 4 can be rewrite as 2 into 2, 5 is 5, okay. 6 can be rewrite as 2 into 3, 7 is okay. 8 can be rewrite as 2 into 2 into 2, because I need in the form of 2, 3, 5 and 7. That's why I have split it. Now I can rewrite this as like this, because 2 I am getting 7 times, 3 I am getting 2 times, 5 I am getting 1 and 7 I am getting once. So now if I compare this one with this one, the last one, so I am getting W equals to 7, X equals to 2, Y equals to 1 and Z equals to 1. So the question is asking what is the value for W, X, Y and Z. Oh sorry, it's W plus X plus Y plus Z. So sum of W plus X plus Y plus Z should be 7 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is 11. So B is the answer to the question. So after doing these 3 questions, I hope you are understanding little bit about the number theory is clear. Now if you have any doubt from the 3 slides that we have done today, or if you are practicing any other questions from any different other sources as well, and if you are having any doubt from there, you can always reach out to us in the comment section. Thank you everyone. Happy learning.